as like, the UK scene and stuff is growing and our culture has been shown to the world, like, I feel it's important as well to bring up the whole sort of, group of following of the continent and show what we as Africans are.
AB.
So my name is Bryan Obonyo. I'm 24 now, and I'm an entrepreneur who runs our own digital platform called the Ubinifu Space. So Ubinifu Space obviously is a platform which we do reaction videos. So we react to music coming out from Africa. So we have got two teams at the moment. We've got a UK and a Kenyan-based team in Nairobi, Kenya. UK team's made up of 6 guys. So me, David, Sade, Ian, Tonye, and Monique. And we basically just react to music on a weekly basis. So we put out roughly 4 to 5 videos per week of just different songs from different regions. And yeah, it's just a consistent sort of uploads of music, basically. For me anyway, I felt that too much, recently a lot of the time when we speak about Africa, or music from Africa, it's solely based just on Afrobeats, so everything's grouped together as Afrobeats, when I feel there's a wider variety of sounds that don't get a look in sort of thing. So similar to the UK, where we talked about UK rap and everything was centered around London before we started to look out to Birmingham, and now you see people like Mist, Lady Leisha and all that coming through. So that platform, we just tried to showcase all the different styles of music influence from Africa, whether it be from France, Afro trap, in Africa we got rap from Africa, hip hop, trap and all that as well. So yeah, that's sort of the sole aspect of what the channel's about. Yeah, I think a lot of the time the notion of what people think of Africa, the perception is that they're not sort of up to date or doing what we sort of do over here, which is not the case. Like, I mean, there's tons of creatives out there doing really good sort of initiatives and like concepts and whatnot, which don't really get sort of showcased over here. And I feel like you talked about, with that first generation, I think it's important we try to do that and then also leave a legacy for the next generations. So we started the channel in January 2017, so about 1 year and 4 months now. So I think now we've got just over 12 million views on our channel and just touching 90k subscribers at the moment, yeah. Initially, it was sort of getting across what our mission was. So a lot of people thought we were just being ignorant, we were just trying to make jokes. Because it's funny, because we talk about obviously how we want to unite with Africa, but as well, I think people in Africa have a perception of us sort of in diaspora, we're ignorant and we think we know it all and stuff like that. And I think these are the conversations that need to be broken down so that we can all work together. And so that was our biggest issue, because I think we had a lot of skepticism about what we were doing, and it was only the consistency of us putting out stuff and actually just being genuine and relatable, I think, that managed to get people to understand what we're trying to do. I think for us as well, it was sort of just being able to push out our content over there, because it's a different market out in Africa. Here we're blessed with constant data. I know that over there data's expensive, Wi-Fi is not always readily available, so it's about understanding your market, and we have to make videos not too long that people can actually still access this and stuff like that. But I think going forward, probably our biggest challenges will probably be in the future now is sort of funding and sort of taking it to the next stage with all the different ideas and concepts we want to bring on board. So yeah, yeah. I mean, I think what we're trying to sort of create is we want to create a sort of space or a place where we can actually have collaborations of different styles together. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So we bring 2 different styles together and help them create something like music, but it's of African influence. So bringing someone from, let's say, a European African, or someone who does Afro-infused music from Europe, and maybe someone from the continent, and putting them together to try to create something unique. So that's probably one of our biggest ones that we'll put it together. That's sort of probably going to come by the end of this year. And then we're trying to bring up lots of discussion topics as well, and trying to bridge that gap. That's our main sort of aim. And then yeah, I think going forward for us, yeah.